Good day everyone! For today's video, we will discuss reference angle. So ito yung continuation ng lesson natin about coterminal angles as part of the introduction to trigonometry. So without further ado, discuss na natin itong topic na to. At the end of the video, you are able to number 1, define reference angle, and number 2, find the reference angle of a given angle using formula. So meron tayong mga formulas kada quadrant para makuha yung ating reference angle. First, let's define ano ba yung tinatawag natin na reference angle. So for any angle theta in the standard position, pag sinabi natin na standard position, yung vertex ng angle ay nasa origin and yung kanyang initial side ay nasa positive x-axis. So halimbawa ito, you have angle theta. Okay, so yung angle theta na to, ang kanyang vertex nasa origin and yung kanyang initial side ay nasa positive x-axis, meaning to say that the angle is in the standard position. So pag nasa standard position na siya, the reference angle is the positive acute angle, okay, formed by the terminal side of theta. So halimbawa ito, so ang reference angle mo ay formed by the terminal side of angle theta, so ito yung kanyang terminal side, and the x-axis. So yung angle na nasa kabila na ito, ang tawag natin dyan ay reference angle. Okay, so that is our definition for reference angle. Okay, so i-digest natin or ibigay natin lahat ng mga conditions sa pagkuha ng reference angle. So given an angle theta in the standard position, the reference angle must be, from the definition kanina, kailangan it should be positive acute angle. So pag positive, dapat ang rotation niya ay counterclockwise. Pag acute, dapat more than 0 but less than 90 degrees. And letter B, it should be formed by the terminal side of theta and the x-axis. So isa-isahin natin. So meron tayo ditong 4 na klase ng angles. Okay, yung mga angles na to ay nag-terminate sa quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So, paano natin i-visualize or i-illustrate nasan ang kanilang reference angle given a particular angle theta? So, tingin tayo dito sa una nating figure. So, you have an angle, an acute angle na nag-terminate dun sa quadrant number 1. Of course, the angle is in the standard position dahil yung vertex ay nasa origin and yung kanya initial side ay nasa positive x-axis. So ang sabi, ang pagkuha ng ating reference angle, kailangan it should be formed by the terminal side of angle theta and the x-axis. So asan ang magiging reference angle natin for this figure? So kailangan it should be formed by the terminal side of the given angle theta and then dapat nasa x-axis. Hindi pwede na andito ang ating isang side kasi kailangan it should be positive acute. Pag ito kasi ang kinuha mong side ng x-axis, hindi na magiging acute angle yung reference angle natin. So ang kukunin mong isang side is yung nandito. Okay, so ito po yung ating reference angle, yung kulay blue. So, nangyayari to kapag yung given angle theta mo ay yung kanyang terminal side ay nasa quadrant number 1. So, yun yung kanyang reference angle. Okay? Okay, what if we have this angle naman? Okay, so yung angle theta naman natin dito sa may drawing na to ay, of course, nasa standard position. But, yung kanyang terminal side ay nasa quadrant number 2. So, nasan yung kanyang reference angle given this angle theta? So again, it is formed by the terminal side of theta and the x-axis. So ibig sabihin, nandito yung kanyang isang side. And then dapat, yung isang side niya ay nasa x-axis. Kung ito naman ang kukunin mo, mababiolate natin yung unang condition na it should be positive acute. Kasi kung ito, magiging obtuse na siya. So ang reference angle mo na dito will be on, ayan, so sa may side na yon. So yung kulay blue, ito yung kanyang reference angle. So kung meron kang angle theta dito na nag-terminate sa quadrant number 2, ito yung kanyang illustration nung kanyang reference angle. Clear? Okay, another example tayo. Dito naman tayo sa may drawing na to, illustration. So we have here another angle in the standard position. And then yung kanyang terminal side ay nasa third quadrant. So alin dyan ang kanyang reference angle? So again, kailangan it should be formed by the terminal side of theta and the x-axis. So dapat nandito yung kanyang other side. Kasi kung ito ang kukunin mo, hindi siya magiging positive acute, magiging obtuse. So dapat ito yung kukunin mo. Okay, so that is our reference angle. Okay, so kailangan kasi positive acute yung angle natin pagka reference angle lang pinag-uusapan or kinukuha natin. Okay, for the last figure, meron tayong ditong reflex angle na yung kanyang terminal side ay nasa quadrant number 4. So ano naman yung kanyang reference angle? So ang reference angle natin dito will be formed by the initial side of our angle theta and the x-axis dito. Okay? So, ito yung kanyang reference angle. Ayan. So, now the question is, paano natin kukunin yung mga sukat ng mga angles na yan? Okay, so ito yung ating mga rules or formulas na susundin sa pagkuha ng reference angle given the measure of an angle. Number 1, every positive angle in quadrant number 1 is already acute. So, the reference angle is the measure of the angle itself. Okay, sa figure natin kanina, ito siya, no? Ayan, so, kung meron kang given angle theta na nasa quadrant number 1, yung reference angle is the given angle itself. O, yun din yung kanyang reference angle. Clear? Okay. Rule number 2. To find the reference angle measuring x degrees for angle in quadrant 2, so ibig sabihin yung ating terminal side ay nasa quadrant number 2, ang formula naman natin is 180 minus x. Okay, so halimbawa ito. So ito yung tinutukoy nung rule number 2. Kung meron kang given angle theta na nasa quadrant number 2 nag-terminate, para makuha natin yung sukat ng reference angle na to, ang formula natin is 180 minus the given theta. So kung ano yung sukat mo dito, isusubtract mo siya from 180 para makuha mo yung sukat nung ating reference angle. So mamaya, para maintindihan to, magbibigay ako ng mga examples. Okay? Okay, rule number 3 natin. To find the reference angle measuring x degrees for angle in quadrant 3 naman, ang formula naman natin ay x minus 180 degrees. Okay, so para maintindihan natin, balikan natin yung figure natin kanina. So halimbawa, ito yung iyong angle, ano? So you have angle theta. So angle theta mo dito nag-terminate sa quadrant number 3. Okay, para daw makuha mo yung sukat ni reference angle na to, that will be theta. Okay, yung sukat ni theta, okay, which is actually a reflex angle. Okay, sukat ni theta minus 180 para makuha mo yung measurement ng reference angle mo dito. O mamaya magbibigay tayo ng examples para mas maintindihan pa. And then for rule number 4, to find the reference angle measuring x degrees for angle in quadrant 4, ang formula naman natin is 360 degrees minus x. So ito yung illustration natin. For that, halimbawa, ito yung given angle theta mo, nag-terminate siya sa quadrant number 4. So, para daw makuha yung sukat ng reference angle na to, that will be 360 degrees minus kung ano yung sukat ni theta. Okay? So, ito yung ating mga rules para makuha natin yung reference angle, okay, na yung ating given angle theta ay nasa standard position. Okay, pag sinamarize natin, for quadrant number 1, the reference angle is theta. Okay? Or kung ano yung sukat ni theta, yun na rin yung kanyang reference angle. Kung nag-terminate yung given angle theta in quadrant number 1. Kung nasa quadrant number 2 naman siya, ang formula natin is reference angle equals 180 minus theta. Okay? And then pag nasa quadrant 3 naman siya, ang formula natin, ang reference angle is equal to theta minus 180. And then kung nasa quadrant 4 naman siya, ang formula natin ay 360 minus theta. I hope clear sa inyo yung ating formulas kasi magbibigay na tayo ng mga examples. Okay, examples. Find the reference angle of the given measure of theta. Okay, so aside from finding the measure of our reference angles for the following measures of theta, idodrawing din natin yung kanyang mga angles. So meron tayong 5 examples, solve natin isa-isa. Okay, first we have theta equals 45 degrees. Okay, so drawing muna natin si 45 degree angle. Ayan, so dapat syempre nasa standard position siya. So ang vertex niya nasa origin and yung kanyang initial side ay nasa positive x-axis. Okay, so ito yung illustration natin ng theta equals 45 degrees. So ano yung kanyang magiging reference angle? Stick lang tayo sa definition and dun sa mga binigay na mga formulas. So again, pag dinefine natin si reference angle, it is formed by the terminal side of the given angle theta and the x-axis. So dapat ang kukunin mo dito is yung side na yon kasi kailangan it should be positive and acute. So yung kulay blue, yun yung kanyang reference angle. So ano yung magiging sukat ng angle na yan? According to the rule a while ago, pag nasa quadrant 1, ang reference angle natin is the angle itself. Ayan, so that is our reference angle. So the reference angle of theta is also 45 degrees. Clear? Okay, magbigay pa tayo ng second example. Okay, suppose we have theta equals 126 degrees. So drawing muna natin si 126 degrees na theta. Okay, so nasa standard position siya dapat. Okay, so that is our illustration for 126 degrees. So ano yung magiging reference angle natin dyan? Okay, so kailangan it must be formed by its terminal side and the x-axis at dapat siya ay positive acute angle. So ito yung kanyang magiging reference angle. Clear? O, para makuha natin dyan, so meron tayong formula kanina, di ba? Ano yung formula natin? So ang gagawin natin is, pag nasa quadrant 2 siya, ang reference angle mo is equal to 180 minus si theta. Okay, yung given measure ni theta. So following that formula, our reference angle will be equal to 180 minus 126 para makuha mo yung sukat dong remaining angle na to. So 180 minus 126, that is equal to 54 degrees. So our reference angle here equals 54 degrees. Okay? So magbigay pa tayo ng additional examples. No? Number 3, theta natin is equal to 228 degrees. So pag drawing natin si 228 degrees, of course magte-terminate siya sa quadrant 3. Okay, so that's 228 degrees. Ayan. So asan yung ating magiging reference angle for this given angle theta? Stick ka lang sa definition, kailangan it must be formed by the terminal side of the given angle theta and the x-axis. Ang kukunin natin dito is ito. No, kasi pag ito kinuha mo, mababiolate naman niya yung isang condition na dapat siya ay acute. So, ito yung kanyang reference angle. And it should be positive. Ano? Kaya ang rotation niya ay counterclockwise. Okay, so ano naman yung magiging sukat ng reference angle na to? So, stick tayo dun sa may rule natin kanina para makuha natin yung sukat na to, that is equal to what? Given angle theta minus 180 degrees. So, our reference angle will be 228 degrees minus 180 degrees. So, our reference angle equals 48 degrees. I hope clear sa inyo no, yung ating examples. Punta tayo sa number 4. So, ang given theta naman natin is 306 degrees. So, again, first step, drawing natin siya sa ating Cartesian plane. Dapat nasa standard position. Okay, so, si 306 degrees ay magte-terminate naman sa ating quadrant number 4 and it's a reflex angle. Okay, so yun yung kanyang illustration. So ano yung ating magiging reference angle diyan? So kailangan it should be formed by the terminal side of the angle and the x-axis. So ang kukunin naman natin dito is itong side na to. Hindi pa pwedeng ito kasi nga pag ito kinuha mo, obtuse na to. Kailangan ang reference angle ay positive acute. So this is your illustration for the reference angle. Now the next thing is paano natin makuha yung sukat niyan? Remember rule number 4. Sa rule number 4, ang formula natin ay reference angle equals 360 minus the given angle theta. So reference angle natin is 360 minus the given angle theta which is 306 degrees. And 360 minus 306, okay, of course, ang reference angle natin is equal to 54 degrees. I hope clear sa inyo, no, yung ating mga examples. Okay, punta tayo sa fifth example. What if negative naman yung ating given angle? So we have given angle theta which is negative 125 degrees. So drawing muna natin si negative 125 degrees. So pag drawing natin yan, okay, magte-terminate siya sa third quadrant. Bakit napunta sa third quadrant? Kasi di ba negative, kaya ang rotation niya ay clockwise. So that is negative 125 degrees. So kapag ang sinunod mo dito ay formula, okay, so ang magiging sagot natin dyan will be another negative. So mababago yung kanyang, kumbaga mababiolate natin yung kanyang rule or definition na dapat ang coterminal angle natin ay positive acute, di ba? Pagka sinunod natin yung rule doon sa discussion natin kanina na rule number 3, tama? So anong gagawin natin para masunod natin yung rule number 3 and at the same time hindi natin ma-violate yung condition na dapat ang reference angle mo ay positive acute angle. So dito class, papasok yung previous discussion natin. So kailangan hanapan muna natin siya ng positive coterminal angle. So kailangan positive yung given angle theta mo Okay? And it should be from 0 to 360 degrees para makuha mo siya ng reference angle. Okay, so again, paano ulit natin kukunan yung kanyang positive coterminal angle? Okay, so ang gagawin natin is mag-a-add tayo ng 360 kay negative 125. So negative 125 plus 360, that is equal to positive 235 degrees. So kumbaga, ito yung kanyang coterminal angle. So yung coterminal angle niya ang gagamitin natin para makuha yung kanyang reference angle, not the negative 125 degrees. So pag in-illustrate natin yung kanyang reference angle, so formed siya by the terminal side, ayan, and the x-axis. Okay, so andun yung kanyang reference angle. Maliwanag? Okay, dahil nasa quadrant number 3 siya, okay, so yung formula natin dun kanina is, anong gagawin? Given angle theta minus 180. So, yung gagamitin na natin dito is yung positive coterminal. Kasi nga, kapag ang inilagay mo dito, negative 125 minus 180, magiging negative din yung sagot. So, hindi na yun magiging positive acute angle, which violates the definition of reference angle. So, ang kukunin natin is yung kanyang positive coterminal angle. So, 235 minus 180, that is equal to 55 degrees. So, ang ating reference angle ay 55 degrees. Okay, so meron tayong seat work dito. Pwede nyo i-pause yung ating video and try to answer the following. No? You may also view our comment section. Okay, nandun yung kanyang answer key. Maliwanag? Okay, magbigay pa tayo ng mga additional examples about finding the reference angle of a given angle. So what if for example, ganito naman yung mga given natin. So lumampas siya sa 360, pwedeng positive, pwedeng negative, o kaya yung angle mo ay naka-radians. Okay, discuss natin. So let's find the reference angle of angle theta that measures 1,125 degrees. Okay, pag ganito yung ating angle, kukunin muna natin yung kanyang coterminal angle. Kailangan class, yung makuha mong coterminal angle ng given angle theta, it should be from 0 to 360 degrees para ma-i-apply natin yung rule. So, hahanap ka ng mas maliit na angle, okay, na coterminal dito, na kailangan ang range mo ay from 0 to 360 degrees. Balikan lang natin yung formula natin. Okay, so para magawa natin siya, di ba? Ang formula natin ay coterminal angle of theta equals 1,125 minus 360n. So, kumbaga, susubtract ka ng multiple ni 360 para mapaliit mo ito. Okay, pwedeng itong formula ang gamitin natin, o kaya, ang pwede mong gawin dito is, mag-minus ka ng mag-minus ng 360 kay 1,125 hanggang lumiit siya ng lumiit. In such a way na dapat maging positive angle siya and from 0 to 360 degrees. So, pwede rin na ganun. O kaya ganito yung gagamitin natin. Okay, na formula. So, ilang 360 dapat ang makuha natin from 1125. So, kung isa lang to, masyadong maliit yon. Kung 2 naman ito, si n, so that will be 720 degrees. Diba? Kasi dalawang ikot, 720 degrees. So, pwede pa siya ng tatlo. No? Kasi kung tatlong ikot, that is 1,080. So, kailangan mag-subtract ka ng 1,080 kay 1,125. Hindi pwedeng ang n mo dito ay 4. Kasi kung 4 na ikot, so sobra na yon. So, that's 1,440 na. So, magiging negative na yon kapag ganun ang ginawa mo. So, kailangan ang n mo dito ay 3 lang or 3. So, ang coterminal angle natin, theta equals 1,125 minus 360 times 3. Okay, so that is 1,125 minus 1,080. So, yung coterminal angle theta niya is 45 degrees. Ayun. So, laging ganun, ano, kapag greater than 360 degrees yung given angle theta. Okay, so pwede rin, ulitin ko po pwede ka rin dito na mag-subtract ng 360 kay 1125 kung hindi mo mag-gets yung ating formula dito. Hanggang maging 45 degrees siya. Okay, so of course, drawing natin muna si 45 degree angle. Ayan siya. Okay, so yung magiging reference angle niya will be formed by the terminal side and the x-axis. Okay, so yun yung kanyang reference angle. Applying rule number 1, kung nag-terminate siya sa quadrant number 1, ang reference angle natin is the angle itself. So the reference angle is 45 degrees. Okay, proceed tayo sa second example. What is the reference angle of angle theta that measures negative 980 degrees? So again, malaki na naman yung ating angle and at the same time negative. So kailangan hanapan muna natin siya ng kanyang positive coterminal angle. Sorry for the typo error ha. Okay, so ang gagawin naman natin dito is you must keep adding 360 kay negative 980 hanggang maging positive siya and at the same time from 0 to 360 siya. Okay, so ang magiging formula naman natin dito is negative 980 plus 360 times n. So ang n natin dito is, kung 1 lang to, that will be 360. So hindi pa rin magiging positive yung magiging outcome mo. Kung 2 naman ito, kapalitan natin to ng 2, so 360 times 2 is 720. So negative 980 plus 720, pag inad mo yon, recalling mo yung integers, negative pa rin yung magiging sagot. So, ang best na maging value ng n mo dito should be 3. Kasi 360 times 3 is 1,080. So, pagka inad mo siya kay negative 980, ayun, magiging positive na siya. Okay, so ang n mo ay, ayan, 3. So, 360 times 3 is 1,080. Negative 980 plus 1,080, that is equal to positive 100 degrees. Ayun, so ito na yung gagamitin natin na coterminal angle. Kung hindi mo gets yung formula, pwede naman na yung negative 980 degrees, mag-plus ka ng mag-plus ng 360 hanggang maging smallest possible positive angle na siya, in between 0 to 360 degrees. Okay, so dahil 100 degrees, okay na siya, pwede na nating i-drawing at kunin yung kanyang reference angle. Okay, so 100 degrees, this is our illustration. Ang reference angle niya will be formed by the terminal side and the x-axis. Okay, so ang gagamitin natin dyan ay rule number 2. That is 180 minus the given measure of theta. Okay, so that's 180 minus 100. Ang reference angle natin therefore ay 80 degrees. Clear? Okay, punta tayo sa ating last example. So what is the reference angle of theta? Okay, kung ang theta natin ay naka-radians, we have 2 pi over 3. So, pag naka-radians siya, convert muna natin siya in degrees. So, 2 pi over 3, i-times mo siya ng 180 all over pi. So, yung pi at pi, makakancel. And then, sa 3 at saka kay 180, pwede nating divide ng 3. So, 3 divided by 3, cancel yon, that's equal to 1. And 180 divided by 3, okay, so that will be 60. Okay? 2 times 60 is 120. So, 1 times 1 is just 1. So, 120 over 1 yon, but still that's equal to 120 degrees. So, kinonvert lang muna natin sa degrees. Okay, so drawing natin si 120 degrees. Nasa quadrant 2 din siya. Okay, so yung kanyang reference angle ay, okay, yung kulay blue. So that's our reference angle. So apply rule number 2. Okay, that's 180 minus 120. So ang reference angle natin ay 60 degrees. By the way, pwede rin nating kunin yung reference angle niya in radian. So that's equal to pi over 3. So wala rin naman din problema kung ang reference angle mo ay naka-express in terms of radian measure. Okay? So meron tayo ditong isa pang assignment or seat work. Pwede nyo i-pause yung ating video and try to answer this para makagain kayo ng mastery of this topic. Okay, I hope that's clear to everyone. Goodbye and thank you for watching.